Flyers TV is sponsored by the Bay Hotel.
The responsibility has to fall first on the coaching staff. That's myself and Danny. I think that right now our power play is abysmal. Right now we get guys not making the smart plays, and that has to be our responsibility. The second responsibility has to be obviously the players to execute and to have that hunger. The time we have that hunger, we're a good hockey club. Too many people want to sit back and watch somebody else do it on this club. That's just my opinion, and I'm sure there's other opinions on it, but I'm certainly not going to blame a crowd for making these guys uptight or an official for losing us a game, because at the end of the day, it's those guys in that room that when they play, and they play for 60 minutes, and I'll stand by this, we have a great team. But when you show up and just expect to win and not do the little things, that's when we're going to be losing games, 2-1, 3-1, 2-0, 3-0. And it was very frustrating because you can give guys systems, you can sign guys, and you can pay guys, but you can't give them hunger. And I think we need a little bit more of that.
Yeah, obviously we're disappointed. We came in winning 3 straight, and we wanted to keep things rolling, but you got to tip your hat to them. They came in our barn, worked hard, and they came out on top.
Obviously we beat them last Saturday in their own rink. What did we not do tonight that we did last Saturday?
It's a great question. I think they just outworked us. Obviously we didn't bury our chances. Their goalie played a lot better than I think he did last time, and I think he might have been the deciding factor.
There certainly is going to have to be a number of things that get changed because we can't continue to drop valuable points at home. But I want to reiterate, and people are going to have to remember this, including myself and Danny, that this league is improved. It is a heck of a lot tighter this year. I think last year you had 1 or 2 teams running away with it. This year you're seeing everybody with 3 or 4 losses in the loss category, and that's going to continue to happen. So wins aren't expected on any night. But this club, if we want to be in the position that we aspire to, are going to have to find a way to win home games.
Looking back to last weekend, that was a great achievement for the club. Obviously you got a goal as well. How much do you enjoy linking up with Matt Reber?
Yeah, last weekend was great. 2 big wins down south. I think that's the first time that ever happened. So great for this organization. And Reeves has been playing well, and lucky enough to play on his line, and he's been giving me some great passes, and been lucky enough to bury those in the net.
Is it better, obviously, you know someone, you link up better with them?
Yeah, we played together back in California for a year, so I think we work well together.
Obviously we're into November now. What would be your evaluation of the season so far?
Well, it's funny because before last weekend, we were coming under some heavy criticism, and we put our record up on the board, and it was something like 4 wins, 5 losses, and 2 overtime losses. So when we looked at it that way, it wasn't incredibly as bad as everybody, including the people in this room, were making out to be. We go and get 2 big wins on the weekend, which gives us a pretty respectable record. And with that respectable record, because the way things fell, whether it was a good Challenge Cup and a poor conference start, we were sitting down in 8th place or whatever it was, and then we pull ahead of Cardiff there, and things are looking good, and we're moving up, and then you lose a game against Sheffield, and then everything's up in the air again, and we got to go into Nottingham tomorrow, and then we have Nottingham on Saturday. So it's an extremely difficult November that we have, and then you look on into December, and we have something ridiculous like 19 or 20 out of 22 games league conference, and that will be kind of the make or break of this team. But in the meantime, you can't simply just tread water and hope to pick up a point here. You have to fight through this November. You have to go into some of these tough buildings and get points, as well as certainly ensure that you win your home games.
And just going into tomorrow, Nottingham away, how are we going to try and carry the form that we had from last weekend into the game tomorrow?
Well, we've just lost a game, and we didn't play it as well. Didn't perform as well as we did last weekend. This is a new building for a lot of guys. hopefully they go in there feeling that they can win that game. This goes back to the first point that we were talking about. For the first 10 minutes there, we looked like the club of last weekend. We give up a really weak goal, in fact a terrible goal, and that takes the wind out of our sails. That's something that didn't really happen last weekend, and we have to find a way as a club to recover from that. Like even though we were down 2-0, the second period we got outplayed a bit, but once again a shining light in that dressing room was Kevin Regan, and he keeps us in and gives us a chance to win these hockey games. And we didn't produce the offense that we were supposed to tonight, or that we would expect, with the firepower that we have. So Nottingham's very difficult, but we'll get in the bus tomorrow morning, and it's a new day, and hopefully everybody comes out and we get 2 points.
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround. We got to be back in the bus 7 a.m. and we played pretty well against them last time, so I think we know we can play with them. Obviously, it's going to be a little tougher on the road, but I think we showed last weekend that we can play well on the road.
And this season we've had quite a lot of games early in the season at home against the Southern Conference teams. Are you looking forward to trying to get those games out of the way and trying to get against the teams in our own conference?
Yeah, obviously the Southern teams are good teams, and they've showed that this year and in the past years. So it's good to get them out of the way, but we want to show that we can play with those teams.
Just last question. Next weekend it's Pack the Barn. It's a promotion the club are doing on the Saturday to try and get as many fans into the building as possible. How much are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. It'll be great for the rink, and for us, we got to use that to our advantage to beat Nottingham next weekend.